Hello, everyone. Great evening to everyone who has taken up time on a Sunday evening for us. Thank you for being here. So, welcome to the day two of Project Learn Initiative. I hope you have been able to practice what Chavi taught you yesterday. So today we are going to take it forward from where she left and teach you about the advanced capabilities. We'll talk about the Spark Air policies, and we will also talk about how to submit your effects. So we look forward to a very enthusiastic participation from you all, and we look forward to having an amazing AR effects with us. So I'm handing over the stage to Chavi. Welcome, Chavi.
Thank you, ma'am. And yeah, yesterday we learned that how we can get started with Spark AI Studio, and it was actually great telling everything from scratch. And we talked about the policies as well, and also we actually talked about how we can publish our own first ever effect. So today we'll be moving further and we'll be talking about some more advanced capabilities, how we can make our filter more advanced. And apart from that, also again today we'll recap that how we can publish our effect. So let's get started with it. Just give me a second. Let me just quickly share my screen. Yeah, great. So in the yesterday's session, we actually talked about Spark AR, and I'll just give you a brief that what we actually did. So first of all, that we did is we made a very cute face panda filter in which there's a panda on the top of the head, and also there are paws on the cheeks, and also there's like skin smoothing is also being included to it to add some more interactiveness for the audience. So today we will be working on more stuff on this only, so that we can so so that we can understood that how we can make our filters more advanced, adding more and more capabilities to it. Cool. And also if you have any doubt, you can just drop your doubts in the comment section. I would be happy to answer them all. So yeah, let's get started with it. Great. So yesterday I used the face tracker in which I added the null object and added planes to it, and also a face mesh so that I can add the beauty filter to it. And today let's first of all have let's add an object to our scene panel. That is we will be adding yeah. So today we will be understanding that how we can actually use this canvas object. Okay. It's actually a very important one, I would say, like whenever we are working on some screen. So like you can see, if I'll change the view to front, yeah, this is the canvas. So this is, you can clearly see that this is the canvas. So now what we'll be doing, we'll be adding two things to it. One, we'll be adding a 2D text. Okay. Now, and also we'll be adding one rectangle to it. Don't get confused. I'll be explaining everything that why we are adding this. Okay. So first of all, in the text, so you might have seen there are effects in which there's a date and time, like the current date and time is shown. So in using this 2D text, and see, when I have clicked on this 2D text, I can just drag and keep it anywhere in the on the screen. Let's keep the text over here, somewhere here. Yeah, looks perfect to me. And yeah, cool. So when I'll be adding the text, so we actually we want the correct date and time, right? I just can't put 24 July or something like that. I want the current date and time in my filter. So what I'll be doing, as you can see, like here, like in the text section, you can see here's a thing that is available is the dynamic text. When you click on insert, you actually can see various options that goes on. You can add your current city, you can add the time in short or in the long form, like this is a short form. And if I want to add the time in the long form, then that's how it will be. Or I can add the day of the week, like yeah, you might have seen those filters, right? In which there's a day coming, okay, or the month is coming. I can also add the month as well. So this is how it is to be done, and it's very easy, and it's actually amazing at the same time. So let's add time for now. Okay, and I'll just change its name to time text. And what I'll be doing, I'll be making a duplicate of it. Let's not just have time, let's have the day as well. Okay, so I have made a duplicate of it, and I'll name it as day text. Again, it's a very good practice to uh, rename it every time, because ultimately after some point of time, when you are checking out your filters or effects, like it's very easy to like understand that how you actually used all the objects and materials and assets. So it's a good practice to rename it. Okay, so moving further with it, we can see that in this, we'll just remove this. We don't want date again. Okay, so I'll just quickly select it and remove that. Okay, now I have the date text. I have my date text here. Okay, this is my time text, and here's my day text. Okay, I'll be taking my day text to this. Okay, alignment is important, and then I'll be inserting um day of the week. Cool. And let's play with the width of it, and let's align it properly so that it should look cool. I guess we should change the position. Let's change the position of it. Cool. Now it's looking perfect. And also, if you want, you can also play around with the like font of these texts as well. Like there are various fonts, and you can do alignment as well. You can change the color, as you can see here. I can easily change up the color of the text easily. It's not that much difficult. Now you can see I can change the color like this. Like for example, I want the color to be purple, I'll keep it like this. And for the day text, I want the color, yeah, so I want the color to be something red. Perfect. So that's how you can also play around with that. And again, you have various fonts available, so you can change the font according to it. And again, it actually looks very cool and amazing. So yeah, that's we yeah. Now, so we have added date and time. Now, we also took the rectangle object. Now what we are going to do it, first of all, we're going to set the rectangle. Okay, let's set up the rectangle. You can see here an option comes of width. Okay, now when you click on this, you'll see that there's an option that goes with fill the width. Okay, now you have to fill the width accordingly, fill height. Okay, the option is being gone. Let's make it relative. Okay, it's not working. Okay, I can drag and drop it from here as well. Okay, yeah, now you can see it's being covered properly. Now, what I'm gonna do is change it to be the background, change the name to the background. I actually took this rectangle to have a background to my effect. So now let's add a material to it, because now the person is not at all being seen. So let's add a material to it quickly. We'll click on the plus and we'll create a new material, and then new material is being added. let's name the material as what we can say. Let's name the material as VG, indicating the background. Now, let's change the color of the background. We can have the color, let's have something neon purple type color. Okay. And now you can see there's an option that comes with opacity. You can play around with that like this. Okay. Here it goes. Okay. Yeah. Here it goes like this. Let's keep the opacity little more around 80. Looks perfect, right? Yeah. So here we came with the background. You can see the opacity is being reduced and it's looking perfect. Amazing. Now, what else we can do? Now, we can add one more thing to it is like we can add kind of a game to it. So let's understand how we can do that. For now, let me just change the position of this date and time a little bit so that it would be easy for me to work on the game at the same time. Um, Perfect. Cool. Yeah, sounds great to me. Perfect. So let's have a game. Okay. Now, for the game, what are things that we actually need is first of all, we will be needing a face tracker, obviously, because now in this game what we are going to do, we will be drawing from our nose. Okay, sounds crazy, right? So in this game we will be understanding that how we can draw from our nose. Yeah, hello Nikhil, hello Saurav, welcome you all to the stream. And yeah, what's the name of the software? The name of the software is Sparkyard. I'll put up the link. Spark Studio download, Sparkyard Studio, and I'll put up the link in the comment section so that you can, if you haven't downloaded yet, you can download it. And also, if you have like any doubt about this session, you can just quickly have a recap from the yesterday's session of the workshop one, because it would be easy for you as well to understand that what actually I am explaining. And because I am talking about some advanced capabilities now. So yeah, that's a thing that you can do. Perfect. So you can download it from here. I have added it in the chat box. Cool. So moving further with it. So now in our filter, what we have a face which has smoothness. Second thing, we have a cute panda pictures. Third thing is about the background. Fourth thing is about the text, and fifth is about the date. Cool. Now, what we are going to understand is about how to make a game out of it. So, making a game out of it, let's understand how to use the patch editor. Now, for the patch editor, you need to go to this option that comes under the uh, file option is workshop. When you click on this, you'll have these four options. You actually have to select the first option, that is the show patch editor. Okay, this is the patch editor. Okay, here you can play around with the patches. Cool. So first of all, I'll be dragging the face tracker patch to this patch editor. That's how it's gonna look. Okay. Now, why I actually drag the whole face tracker patch to it, reason being because I want to make a game in which I can draw from my nose. Now, if I want to draw from my nose, for that I actually need to track something. Okay, I actually need to track my face for that. So that's why I actually drag the whole face tracker patch to the patch editor. Also, in this we'll be also learning that how we can use the particle system, because obviously when I'm drawing from my nose, there would be particles that would be being drawn. So yeah, that's also a thing that we're going to learn. And it's going to be a good thing. I'll just check if there is anything. Yeah. Welcome. Cool. Okay. So let's understand how we can use it. Okay. Now, in like after the face tracker, let's have emitter as well. For the emitter, you like in the effects, you can see there's an option. There's an object of particle system. Now, what actually particle system does, let's understand that as well. Okay, now what is the use of the particle system? Okay, so particle system is basically, you can see there are various particles that are roaming. Let's close the patch editor and let's zoom it and let's understand this. Okay, here here you can see there are various particles that are going. You can clearly see from this there are so many particles that are here. I can also, like, if you can see there's an option of birth rate. I can increase the particles as much as I can. If I want to make it 1,000, I can make 1,000 particles which are being like are moving. So these are the particles. Okay, like for again, for making the game, particles are being needed. Okay, so let's understand first of all how we are going to like make it possible and how we are going to scale it up. Okay, now for that, first of all, we would be having a proper definite birth rate. Birth rate is basically how many particles you want at a time. Okay, so I want around 200 particles for now. Okay, sounds cool, not much, not low. Okay, and now apart from that, let's have what we can say, let's keep the speed as zero. Reason being, I want the particles to be drawn by my nose, not by themselves. They shouldn't be moving by their own, so let's keep the speed at zero. Now apart from that, we would be also changing the scale. It's too large right now. And also let's drag it around the nose. Okay, it's quite large right now, so let's change the scale to 0.05. Cool. I mean 0.05. That's too large. Cool. Yeah, amazing. So now in this, we will be also changing the lifespan. So here you can see in the lifespan, it's like we can say that how many seconds you want the particle to stay on the screen. So I want the, like, there's a standard time for the reel, if we can say, is 15 seconds. Let's like we can have the lifespan to be 15 seconds, or let's have it for the 30 seconds. A standard reel that goes on Instagram or Facebook is for like 30 seconds. Okay, I want the particle to stay on the screen till 30 seconds. Okay, after 30 seconds the particles will start being vanishing. Okay, now moving further to it, what we'll be doing, we will also be adding a material to it. Okay, obviously I don't want I actually want a good particle. So let's add a material to it. I'll just click on the plus, create material, and yeah. And also in in the shape section, let's change the shape. Like you can have the cube, you can have a sphere, or you can have a cylinder as well. So it's totally up to you. But for now, I don't want a star or something like that. I want a sphere. It will look more good to me. One radius is okay, it's fine. I don't want it more large, it's perfect. So now again, we'll go to the material zero, we'll change the name it to be the particle. Okay, we'll have a good color for it. Let's have something blue color to it. Let's have a blue color. Okay, perfect. So now, for our game, we actually made a good progress, that we made a particle. Okay, we added 200 birth rate to it. So it means 200 particles will be there at a time on the screen. Cool. So now let's understand that how we can connect this particle to our nose, and how we can get started with our game. Okay. So let's see if there's anything. Okay, cool. Now let's get started with that. For that, in in my we will be moving to our patch editor, and in the patch editor, we will be doing few changes. Like in the patch editor, we will be first, like here you can see there are four things: phase, 3D position, 3D scale, and 3D rotation. Now in that, we like what we want. Do we need the whole phase to be tracked? No. Do we need the scale to be tracked? Scale means the size of the particle. No. Do we need the rotation to be tracked? No. But we want the position to be tracked, because if I am moving in this way, the particle should move in this way. If I'm moving in this way, the particle should move in this way. So I'll be needing the 3D position. Now, in the 3D position, here you can see there are various like logic, math, shaders. There are basically various patches you can add on. Okay, and obviously there's a proper explanation to it as well. Like for example, what actually delay patch does is delays value by some time. So it's very nice that everything is explained properly here, so you can explore more and more patches after this workshop. And also do let me know in the comments that how was it, and which one is your favorite one. Yeah. So firstly we'll do unpack. It will separate the numbers of the values. Okay, first we'll do the unpack. Now after doing the unpack, we will be packing it up. Okay, now for the packing we'll use a pack. Okay, pack number and vector values into a larger vector. Okay, now for this now we have three positions. Okay, x direction, y direction, and z direction. Okay, now how we actually rotate our head. Okay, for example, if I'm rotating like this, like in this way, I'll be like somehow working in the x and the y direction. Okay, so I'll be attaching the y as well. Okay, because it's not just x direction, it's y direction as well. Okay, so now I will jump to my emitter, and I will be here. You can see there's an arrow to the left of the position. When you click on this left uh, arrow, that is to the arrow to the left of the position, you'll have this, and you have to attach it to the emitter. Now you can see it is being started. Looks perfect. Now what actually we did, we actually firstly unpacked our face tracker, then I packed it to the x and y direction, and after that we actually bunched it up with the 3D position of our emitter. And what was our emitter? That was actually the particle, that blue sphere particle that we actually created. Now, let's think that okay, do we actually like we can have this game according to ourselves? Like for example, now I want that when I tap on the screen, from that time the game should start, and when I tap on the screen again, the game should stop. Now for that, we'll again have some patches to our patch editor. So let's make it small. Perfect. Now when I do the right click, I have various again patches. I have the screen pan, screen tap, screen pinch, but for now I want the screen tap patch. Okay, I want when I tap on the screen, when I tap on the screen, the game should start, and when I tap on the screen again, the game should stop. Game should stop means the particles will stop moving, will stop forming a picture. Okay, so now in this, first of all, I'll be adding a switch to it. Why I'm adding the switch is like, for example, like if you take a very simple example of fan only, then you'll understand. Hello, hello, Shekhar. Does Twitter get approved on weekend? Yeah, yeah. Like, there's actually no problem of the approval of the filters. Like somehow, like sometimes it takes up to 5 days, but yeah, mostly my filters gets approved in like 3 to 4 hours, or like sometimes one day. But yeah, there's no issue of like of weekend or weekdays. Okay, so you can just chill on that. Okay, yeah. So what I was saying is okay, so I was saying that why we are having the switch patch. The reason is, like, you can take the example of a fan. Okay, Now when you'll see a fan, if I want the fan to be turned on, I'll switch the button on. Okay, and accordingly I'll switch off the button and turn off the button. Okay, so in the same way, when I tapping on the screen, okay, I am somehow switching it on or switching it off. Okay, so for that I took the switch patch. Okay, now I'll be adding a knot to it. It basically reverses the boolean signal. Okay, boolean is basically, in a very simple manner, if I'll say, it's one and zero. Okay, we can say true or false. Okay, so yeah, like, if it's true, it's gonna happen. If it's false, it's not gonna happen. So that's the thing. Now after that, we'll have an if then else condition. Okay, like for example, we want to understand that, okay, if it's true, then output should be this. If not, then output should be that. And also the condition is being required to it. So that's why we will be needing this if then else. Thank you, Byron. Cool. So yeah, we have the if then else situation. Now after this, what we will be needing is, okay, now we'll again go to our emitter and have the left arrow, like the arrow that is to the left of the birth rate. Reason being, I want the birth rate to be stopped. Okay, when it to let's pause it first. Okay, and let's attach it to the birth rate, and then keep the then to 200. Cool. Now let's restart it. Let's start. Okay, it's being started. Now let me just close the patch editor and let me show you one thing, that when you let's like here you can see the three lines. Here you can change how you want to simulate, like you want to simulate orbit or you want to simulate touch. Simulate touch is basically, it will make you feel like you are touching on the screen while you are using the filter in the real time. Okay, so I actually use the simulated touch. This is how it's gonna look like. Okay, now let's restart it. Let's touch. Now it's not working. Let's touch it again. It started working. Let's touch it again. It's not working. So yeah, that's how we actually made this. And it's looking pretty awesome, to be honest. Right? So cool, amazing. Um yeah, so let's restart it and let's understand that what all functionalities we actually added to it. Again, let's recap it, so that it would be easy for you also to recap that what all things that you have added or not. Let's restart and pause it up. Cool. So again, the first functionality is about adding these cute panda faces. The second one is like adding this the skin smoothness, so that it can be used by more and more people. Okay, now the third thing that we actually used in this filter is about the background. We actually have a very very cool neons type background to it. And the fourth thing is about obviously the day, and the fifth is the time, that we have a real we know that, yeah, right now it's 6:29, right now it's Sunday. So that's how it's going to change by its own. um, After that, we actually added uh, the particle system to it, so that we can make it more interactive and some fun game to it. So yeah, that's how we actually made this cute panda filter, and we added more and more functionalities to it. Okay, so after that, let's publish this effect right now. Cool. So first of all, you can just go to this option and you can just test your filter on your device. It's very much easy. Okay, I'll see if there is anything. Okay, hi virtual world. Cool. So yeah, first of all, we'll go and first of all you can just test your filter on your device. Now you might have received a notification to your Instagram, like the Instagram you have like attached to it, or here you can have a test link as well. Okay, that's how it's gonna open. Okay. Apart from that, let's publish this amazing filter. Cool. When you click on the publish, here you can see publish new effect, update existing effect. So actually this was an effect that I made yesterday, and I added some functionalities to it. So I somehow actually updated the existing effect. So let's click on the update existing effect, and from my all the projects I actually made changes to this cute panda effect that is being approved, that I actually made yesterday, and I published in front of you, obviously. Okay, so yeah, let's update this one. Let's click on upload, and it's being uploaded as soon as possible. Till then, again, if you have any sort of doubt, you can add it to the comment section. I would be happy to tell you all. Okay, Instagram video calling doesn't support the functionalities. Okay, I need to change few things to it. Let's not update it. Let's just publish a new one, because I for that I have to change few functionalities, as I mentioned in the yesterday session. Again, there's a thing that goes, we need to understand that what all functionalities we are using, are they like suitable for the user experience or not. And the user experience is being divided in two three sections, is being like the video call one for ads, or for the stories, and for the posts. Okay, so yeah, let's upload it right now, and let's name it as panda game, something like that. Okay. After that, what we can do, yeah, I want it to be published on Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, it's not for the video calling, because we use some functionalities to it, because of which it is not for that. After that, yeah, it's again, it's for public. I really don't, I want everyone to use it. Okay. So let's add few categories to it. Yeah, it's for selfie, it's somehow loving, and it's somehow also having an appearance, and the color and light that I used to it, the background. Let's add some keywords as well to it. Let's add the keywords like what we can add, like we can add the panda keyword, cute, uh game, particle, and also like we can add some more keywords like we had the date and time, so let's add date, time, background, or somehow, yeah, background. I guess that's all right now we want. You can add up to 20 keywords to it. I need to upload the demo video as well. Let's upload the demo video. Okay. And yeah, it's done. Cool. So that's how actually I made the AR filter, and I just clicked on the submit, and it's being submitted. It will take some time. Cool. Till then, if you have any sort of doubt, you can ask in the comment section. I would be happy to answer all of them. Great. I guess it's being done. It will take few seconds. Yeah, perfect. I actually need to make a new video again, so I'll be changing it up right after the session, obviously. Okay, again, in the home section you can see that how people are actually reacting to your filters. Like that's how I made these. Like these are few filter that I made few days back, and that's how I'm getting good impressions to it, and good captures to it again. So yeah, here you can see, like yesterday, as you can see, I actually yesterday made this cute panda filter, and I had 188 impressions and 23 opens. You can see that like how fast people actually check out your filters. Like it feels so good that in just a day, not a day, I would say in just few hours, I received 23 opens and 188 impressions on my effect. So it feels so good to me, right? So yeah, it is very much amazing, and it feels good at the same time when you check out these things, and when you see. Okay, so okay, I'll just again drop the software name. The software name is Spark AR Studio. I'll drop the link again in the comment. Okay, I've added it again. You can just download it quickly and also get started with it. And it's very amazing and easy at the same time, because there are various opportunities that you can receive by making these cool effects. Okay, right now, there are not just companies, but also there are okay, welcome. So yeah, like there are various companies, brands who are just looking for the AR developers, and it's a really great way of marketing for them. So like they pay a really great amount, I would say, when it comes to these AR effects, because it's something really amazing. And like recently, there was a global hackathon that was conducted by obviously Meta, and in which the first prize was of like, I guess $10,000 or something, $20,000. So it's actually a huge amount. So I would say one thing that yeah, uh, it's not it's difficult, but if you'll go and try to dive into this AR journey, it's gonna be really amazing. And also it's gonna be a really great experience for you, just trying your hands on the usual things. Why not a really different stuff this time? Okay, so yeah, let's just have a look on the Spark AR policies as well, because sometimes students come to me and say that my effect is not being approved, and I feel so sad, so bad about it, that okay, like why your effect is not being approved. So let me just share my screen and show you that how you can cope up with this problem. Okay, there are some policies that you need to keep in your mind while publishing your effect. Okay, the one is about the performance. Okay, the experience should be amazing. Okay, there should be a good experience for the user, and also the visual text and the voice intent should be nice. There shouldn't be any negative or any abuse or anything that actually um, like make offend someone or something like that. So it is very much important to keep this in your mind. Apart from that, the metadata and the media, okay, don't duplicate the names. Okay, and also name must not contain the Instagram account the effect is being attributed to. Okay, and when it comes to the demo videos, it is so, like for example, here I actually had this simulation. Okay, this real time simulation, that actually in the previous workshop I actually explained that there are various simulation that you can try it out. Okay, so yeah, there are various simulations, so you can't use this simulation for your demo video. You need to have like a you can record your own video. Okay, but yeah, don't use the simulation models for your videos or for the thumbnails. Okay, apart from that, AR content standards, yeah, you can just check out the Facebook and the Instagram community guidelines. It is very much important to keep that in your mind. And also, no spamming, no misleading should be there. And yeah, that's all for today. And apart from that, if you have any doubt, if you got stuck somewhere, you can just drop your um, issues in the comment section. We would be happy to resolve it. And that's all for today, and thank you so much everyone for joining it. And yeah, is there anything that's left, Anamika ma'am would I would be happy to add on to it.
Thank you, Chavi. Uh, I hope it is clear at your part also what you have to do, and Chavi has made it easy for you to create your AR effects. We look forward to having as I said, your effects now with us. And thank you so much. Have a great evening. Thank you, Chavi.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And also, don't forget to submit your AR effects. I would be happy to see those filters. And ma'am would be dropping the submission link shortly
Yeah,
in
the
the comment.
submission link is already there in the
Perfect.
chat here. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone.